So a lot of people are talking about like, oh, Caitlin Clark she's gonna lose her fan base, yada yada yada, and all this stuff, because of the Time magazine article and stuff. Turns out, no. That just maybe most of the fans of the basketball player are fans of the sport of basketball. If you guys agree, subscribe. We're not going to hit 40,250 by the end of the day, but if we can hit 40,230, only 2 more subscribers, that'd be incredible. If you guys saw this workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark because she is like directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamorous weaknesses, like as in we're not seeing like, oh, this person can't really, doesn't really have a 3-ball, but also can't make layups, so let's work on the 3-ball. And you're seeing direct work on the things that maybe aren't as glamorous, like how to run off screens, like shooting floaters and mid-range shots rather than just working on the jump shot. But and that's not a knock on Angel Reese, by the way. That's a knock on the freaking coach, skills trainer. If she comes into next year not being able to make layups, that skills trainer should not be even make it to halfway through the season. But yeah. If you guys thought that people weren't going to care, 1.7 million views. And I understand 1.7 million views on TikTok, on Twitter, that is 1.7 million impressions. It is not quite the same. It is nowhere near like getting 1.7 million views on YouTube. Like, that is a difference. There is a big difference between that. But like, this is just a training video. This is literally just a video for a practice. We're talking about practice, not the game. Not the game that she goes out there and dies for. Insert backup camera. Not the game she goes out there and dies for. We're talking about practice. But Caitlin put on some weight. As a coach, I always see different things than a fan. I'm more excited for her holding the pick and roll for an extra beat. Looks good, more technically sound, and fundamentals is key. The one thing I will say is, though, with the holding the pick and roll a bit, like, they blitz. They blitz, so that's not something that's going to really affect her too much. I think the only way that'll affect her, like, they're going to hedge and blitz no matter what. Even if they follow over, they're not going to really let her get in that position. I see lower to the floor, tighter dribble back to basics. Somebody, the workout clip. And, like, that is the one, kind of the big issue I actually have with the Angel Reese workout clip, is that I didn't think she was working on things she's going to do in game. Like, I thought she was working on, like, there was a stage in Angel Reese's workout where I saw her catch the ball, dribble it on the spot, and, like, sidestep, wait 1-2, and shoot the 3. And I'm like, you are never going to shoot that shot. But still shot putting layups. Like, if I had Angel Reese for the summer, my focus is literally just to raise the point of her layups. To just, instead of her shooting the ball from here with 2 hands, especially off her right hand, because she doesn't have the worst hook shot with her left hand, because she's got really good touch on scoops, I would try to literally teach Angel Reese some sort of just a hook shot. Instead of releasing the ball from here, release it from here. And that's going to not double her field goal percentage, but that's going to add 10 points to her field goal percentage. Like, she doesn't need to shoot the 3-ball yet. Get her to shoot from 10 feet out and 10 feet and in. Just get her to make layups. Like, that's what I would do if I was Angel Reese's skills trainer. And then she would, like, be a lot better for that. But you can see here, 1.7 million, 2,000 retweets, and that is, like, that's crazy engagement. 60,000 impressions in 20 minutes. And, like, that's the thing, is, like, so many viral tweets about this add to that. Like, Robin Lundberg, he's got nearly 300,000 impressions on his tweet. We haven't seen 1 ounce of training or gameplay from Unrivaled. They haven't started. Let's see anything else. So ready for year 2. 10 MVPs, 10 straight championship, 5 depoys. 5 depoys. 20 straight all first team, 44 straight triple doubles. Imagine if she wins a depoy. That would be hilarious. About to crack 1 million views and we're trying to convince us Caitlin Clark's fans are gone. And like, that's the big reason I'm making this video, is like, people were actually trying to say Caitlin Clark's fans are gone. Yes, the Jason Whitlocks of the world are gone. I mean that. Jason Whitlock is, the likes of him are gone. But they were, like, they're never watching it for sports. The people that were never here for sports, yeah, they might be gone. They genuinely might be gone. And, that is, I don't think the WNBA cares about that, because it is a much lower percentage than people realize. And I think we'll see it now coming into next season. Is even if they've turned on Caitlin, these people were never about the sport. They're just looking for a new target. Their target was Angel Reese, and they were trying to big up Caitlin, even though for nothing to do with basketball. And now their target has changed to Caitlin. And they're not going to big up anyone. They're just going to attack Caitlin, just like they've attacked LeBron for years. Like, it doesn't matter what LeBron does. It's like the people now saying LeBron's, like, I can't remember, someone, like, they're the same type of people that will argue that 40-year-old Jordan was better than 40-year-old LeBron. Like, even if you think Jordan's the GOAT, like, 40-year-old LeBron was the best player on an Olympic team. But, yeah, it's good to see. It is good to see a lot of people still watching Caitlin Clark play basketball, because I think that's the big thing, is like, regardless of, I think there are a much smaller amount of Whitlocks and Jamel Hills, and even though you might be like, oh, I've mentioned them both, they're the opposite, I think they're two sides of the same coin. There's an awful lot less Jamel Hill type people or Jason Whitlock type people than you think. There's a lot less of them than you think. Did I say a lot more? I mean a lot less of them than anyone thinks. And I think the vast majority of people are just excited to watch Caitlin Clark play basketball. And hopefully this whole situation, this whole thing, makes it obvious that that is the case. But anyway, yeah. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I think this is going to be a big season. Like, I don't think Caitlin Clark needs to bulk up any more than she is right now, to be honest. From now on, it's just making sure your quickness is still there, making sure that the handle stays as is, improves a little bit, making sure the floater's there, making sure the three-point shot isn't affected by the extra bulk, making sure your speed's not affected by the bulk, and just, yeah, taking the next step to becoming the greatest player of all time, which I think, no matter what people want, that's the only goal Caitlin Clark has. Like, I don't think she gives a damn about any of this other stuff. She just wants to be the best player, I think, to ever play on the women's side. But anyway, I'll see you guys.